Well, it's another episode of Middle Ground with JLE, where we treat you like family in the season 14. I have another great guest for you today. Have freedom wellness advocate, aromatherapist, speaker, two-time best-selling author, Empowered Living Academy owner, Audree Link. Welcome to the show.
Hello, everybody. Oh my goodness. So
Uh,
excited to be on here.
and I got this applause now. Are y'all fancy? We all
Awesome.
right. All right. First question. What led you to this path?
Well, I kind of was in holistic all my life because
Okay.
my grandma had a garden, cows, pigs, chickens, all of that. So I've kind of been doing the holistic thing all my life.
Okay.
And when I when I went into the city, I kind of got away from it. And then I'm like, wow, wow. My body felt it. My
Mhm.
mind felt it. My emotions felt it. My just spirit and everything just felt it. So I had to get back. I had to get back to eating right,
Okay.
using the stuff that our body knows that it needs. And yeah, so getting back to that holistic way of lifestyle, like drinking real milk and stuff like that. So that's kind of
Nice.
that's kind of why I got back into it, because my body felt it.
Okay. Now, what is Empowered Living Academy?
So a lot of times what I found out in the world was we don't have cheerleaders. We don't have people to go, yeah, you can do it.
True.
And and so I want to empower people to live their best life and to have a place where they can come
Okay.
and get little nuggets, right? Like, I mean, if you want a fire hose, I could probably give you a fire hose effect, right? Um, but sometimes those little nuggets are you hear something and or you see a quote or something, and you're like, wow, that really impacted my life. You
Mhm.
know, um, there was one quote for me that just kind of stands out. The best way to to love yourself is to know thyself,
True.
right? So I'm always learning, growing, um, messing it up, and then learning and growing, and then messing it up,
We do that.
and I just the empowered living is just to get out there and empower you to do and be the best you can be, even when you're messing up.
Okay. So, what would those services look like?
So I do several modalities, and I kind of put them all because they're really related.
Mhm.
Um, because they have herbs and natural products from the actual earth. So, Ayurvedic practitioner, I take your body, and then it's the natural systems in your body, and take them and kind of make them um, in line again, the way they are supposed to be, right? So there's the uh, Ayurvedic practitioner. I do a bit of nutrition, mainly just because it's in the garden, and
Okay.
I do a little herb herbs and tinctures and stuff as well. So I'm a little bit of an alchemist, but I also do aromatherapy, and I get those ones specially blended from a company called DoTerra. So I get those, and those are from all over the world. So like the frankincense is from Somalia, and the oranges, and the lemons are from France, and so they're just right. And the lavender's from France, and the lemons are from now I can't remember, Italy. So there's from the specific areas where they're grown. So I do that one, and then I also pull in what's called ikigai. Now I have a little folder, if you can see that, and
Okay.
my thing
Yeah.
doesn't really tell you. So that's really what it is. The reason for being, right there, right?
Okay.
What is our reason for being here, right? And that kind of ties all of my modalities together, right? For the holistic healing, we need to have a purpose as to why we're here.
That's
And,
true.
because if we don't have a purpose, you got a purpose, you write, you're a musician, you're a journal, all of that. And you do these podcasts because you want to give to the world.
Yeah.
Right. And we got to give our best.
Yeah. You got to utilize what you was given.
Yeah.
It's the
So,
world.
but then with empowered living, that's learning it, right? That's learning all these different things, right? So you don't have to just do one thing. You can do many. You can do many
True.
things that you love and tie them all in together. And that's kind of what I've done is I've taken a lot of the modalities and kind of put them into one and
Okay.
tie them into physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, occupation, social, financial. And that's kind of a part of what Ikigai does as well, is it takes all of those parts of our lives and it kind of evaluates them and says, well, how healthy are you physically? Right? And there's things that we can do for that. Right? How healthy are you mentally? Right? And how can we do that? So there's kind of 9 on a wheel, and you kind of rate your physical and your mental and emotional and all these 9. And where are you? Right? Where are you? Like, I mean, your spiritual might be like a 1, right? And your financial's an 8, right? That wheel's going to go boom, 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 boom. So
Yeah.
yeah, you may not have to work on the financial, but man, you should really work on your spiritual.
Yeah. You got to find balance.
Got to find a balance. So all my modalities kind of work together for all of those: the health, the mind, the body, the spirit, the soul. So that's
Okay.
kind of where my modalities work. Hmm.
Now you're a 2-time best-selling author. What made you get into writing?
So the first time I got into, and I did compilation books. So this is with other authors. And I would suggest doing that if you're terrified to write a book. Because it's one chapter. And when you do one chapter and it's like, oh my gosh, this is 3,000 words. I got to write 3,000, when you first start out, that's a lot.
Mhm.
And that's what I thought. I'm like, oh, that's a lot of words. Well, what I did was I was actually very, very sick when I wrote my first book.
Oh no.
I had a bladder infection that got undiagnosed for like over a year.
Ooh.
Yeah. And my second book is that I'm writing in is actually a lot of women that's happened to, that they go to a doctor and they get undiagnosed. They don't get diagnosed properly. So that's my second book. But my first book, I wrote in it about my experience with my brain infection. So I had a bladder infection that got undiagnosed for a year. I had your kind of C count is supposed to be around 25. Mine was plus 500.
Wow.
So yeah, one lady, she goes, how are you living? I'm like, I don't even know.
Wow.
So I wrote that book when I was very sick. And so when I read it now, I'm like, I don't even know. I don't even know how I wrote that book. I don't even know how I edited. I don't even know how I was living at that time. But I felt in my heart that I needed to tell my story.
Yeah.
Whether I had like brain fog and all of that, I needed to tell my story. And that's for everybody out there. Is you need to tell your story
True.
because if you don't tell your story, somebody else is sitting here going, "Oh my god, I'm in this situation and I don't know how to get out of it." Right? And maybe they read your story that you had a hard time writing and they're like, "Wow, that really impacted my life." Right? So it's a kind of a pay it forward thing for me.
Okay.
And why I wrote it, that I'm just going to write it and who knows who's going to read it, and who knows, what it's going to do for somebody I don't even know and may never ever know.
That's true.
Yeah. So that's why I got started to be an author anyway.
Yeah, that's one of the things you might not think about when you write a book. Who's going to read it and how it impact them? You might just be focused on, I need to get the story out.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I did. I just needed to get the story out too. That was another thing.
Now, after you wrote it, how did you feel? You finished the last word and it's done. What was those emotions?
Um, because I was sick, I was exhausted.
Okay.
I was like, oh my gosh, thank goodness that's done. And to be honest, to be honest, I was like, I'm never doing this shit again.
Oh
Because
no.
I'm like, oh, what the heck? There was a lot of words,
Yeah.
and they and it was like it almost was like it wasn't coming together there for a while. And I'm
Okay.
like, oh, and I'd go back and I'm like, my editor would read it and she'd be like, well, of course I had a brain infection, so that's probably why it wasn't making sense sometimes. But she'd come back and she'd go, this really needs to be rewritten. And I'd sit there and I'd be like, ugh. So the whole process for me was actually quite a grueling, um, like I loved it. I really actually loved it, but it was like hard to get the words out sometimes. And um, but on the other hand, if I can do it with a brain infection
Mm-hmm.
and brain fog and really thinking I was crazy, anybody can write a book, or at least a chapter in a book,
That's true.
right? Because the journey was awesome with somebody. That's what I loved about the compilation books is we would have these meetings
Yeah.
and we could all, you know, put our 2 cents in, or I didn't talk much, but I just hear these other women talk and it was like amazing. It was amazing journey of growth, of understanding, you know, um, of realizations that are beyond amazing. So, yeah, for me at the end of the book, I was exhausted, But when I got them books, and I don't have my books right here.
Mm-hmm.
I thought I had them here. I didn't bring them here. Um, that was my first book. And it was during COVID too. So we couldn't do our little rah-rah party, at
Mm-hmm.
the end that the book is done. So it just kind of was done. I was like, oh, okay. That was it. Right?
Now, how was your second book experience?
My second book experience was definitely different because it was just recent. So
Okay.
I don't have a brain infection right now. I'm in a different space at the moment, and that's the thing with writing books. I feel is you're going to come up with your stories at different times in your life,
Mm-hmm.
and sometimes it's going to be harder than hell, and sometimes this one a breeze, man. Just I'm like writing and I'm like, okay, that doesn't sound right. So I go to, chat GPT or AI and I'm like, put it in there and I'm like, okay, so make it like this. So they write it and then I just change it a little bit, it just kind of,
Okay.
it just kind of came.
Nice.
My paragraphs and the words just kind of came out. I knew exactly what I wanted to do. I was like laser focused, right? Different than the other book. Like
Using the zone.
the other book, I couldn't even have a conversation with you, man. It was like,
Not going on first book.
yeah. So and then we had this celebration with the second book, right? So the first book, it was called Heal.
Okay.
Yeah, right? So you can kind of see where I was at in that book, right?
Yeah.
Heal. Right? So the second book, the name of that one is called She Thrives.
Nice title.
Right? So those two, whether you're not feeling too hot, still right.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's a story in that, right? And if you're feeling amazing, there's a story in that,
That's true.
right? So it's just whether you're journaling or whether you're kind of just writing, you know, and if an opportunity comes up that you can write in a book, I would just take it.
Yeah, I was blessed to be a part of the Unsnap Men's Edition anthology.
Mm-hmm.
That was quite different to work with other men and learn, no matter the state, some people background are similar. That was very enlightening.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, when you write in a compilation book, you've got all these other amazing minds
Mm-hmm.
to pick from, right?
It's true.
It's it's great. Now your own book, that I haven't done one of those yet. I've been writing little pieces for my book, but that's a different ball game, writing your own book.
Yeah, it is. It's definitely rewarding. I say just released my fifth book,
Uh-huh.
thriller, thriller, and it was different being in a different genre and writing a story where it's a villain people will love, heroes people will love, compared to the self help, inspirational stuff I've written so far.
Mm. Mm-hmm.
And the death was more of a sense of they're gonna love these characters. They might look at me a little funny, like you made that villain, Jeff.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what's wrong with you? Like, I watch cartoons, so I get the mindset.
We have great imaginations. The
Hmm.
problem is adults, we stop using them. We
Yes,
stop using our imaginations, right?
we
Like, I
do.
mean, we used to have well, either the cars and we'd smash them and we'd drive them, right?
Yeah.
Or girls are dolls or we dress them up and we,
Uh huh.
imagine about, going down the aisle and getting married, or we'd have these imaginations, right? Like, I mean, my son could build Lego stuff, man. Woo,
Legos. Good time.
right? But he could build stuff that was like, it was amazing. I'm like, wow, that came out of your brain. Wow. Right.
Mhm.
So we lose a lot of that imagination and that creativity as we age. And I know, get back to it. I'm getting back to it.
Yeah, without it, we wouldn't have books.
We wouldn't have anything, to be honest. We wouldn't have computers if we didn't have imagination.
That is a key thing in life, to let the mind just roam and what comes from it. Greatest stuff
Exactly.
we got.
Yep.
Now, with the aromatherapist and the freedom wellness advocate, did you see yourself out of those lanes in the beginning or over time?
Well, let me just say, when I was 15,
Mhm.
and sometimes things don't always work out the way you plan them. So when I was 15, I said, I ain't having no kids,
Okay.
2 kids, 3 grandkids, dog grandbabies, and cat grandbabies everywhere. Um, and no, I did not see my life as a freedom wellness advocate, aromatherapist, holistic practitioner, um, because I was kind of a little bit of a rebel in
What you?
not telling, not the freedom wellness advocate holistic is kind of the rebel, but I was
Okay.
a rebel the other way. I
Okay.
was a rebel the other way. Um, I actually got into haircutting. So I was a hairstylist
Okay.
for a while. I was a hairstylist, and then I worked for a construction company for a while, and so I was definitely trying to find my path. That was for
Mhm.
sure. And then I had my own house cleaning business, and I had that, and that actually did very, very well. Um, and and that was where I went. Remember, I said I needed to go back to the holistic part of
Mhm.
it, was because as a house cleaner, those chemicals that you use to clean houses are so toxic. So toxic. So that's where I wanted to become a wellness advocate for health. Um, Also seeing other people not being well,
Mhm.
um, because an advocate fights for those who can't fight for themselves, kind of thing,
True.
right? So being a wellness advocate was uh, during, as I had my cleaning business, I kind of
Mhm.
started becoming a wellness advocate. Um, and was dabbling in the aromas, the essential oils, and herbs and stuff like that. And then my daughter-in-law, she goes, yeah, but you're not certified. So I
Oh,
went
wow.
and I got certified as an aromatherapist. So
Okay.
I am an aromatherapist. Yes, I am an Ayurvedic practitioner. I took the courses, and so now I am certified. And I feel, though, that even if someone isn't totally certified in it, and they've researched and they know those herbs and they know those oils, and then they've used them on themselves and all of that, that they're qualified. I feel that they're qualified because when you're passionate about something And I am actually very passionate about freedom. That's one of my other passions.
Okay.
Because for me, being free
Mm-hmm.
and well, those are the two main things in our lives. Freedom of speech. You wouldn't be on here. You wouldn't be able to have your show if we didn't have really freedom
Yeah,
of speech,
that's true.
right? So freedom to be who we are, freedom to speak our minds, even when others disagree,
Mm-hmm.
you know, to go where we want to go freely and
Yeah,
just
that's
not do
true.
three things. Don't do harm, don't cause loss, and don't cause damage to somebody else. That's my freedom thing, right? So
That makes sense.
I became a wellness advocate because I needed to, and I became very passionate about my freedom
Okay,
during the pandemic. I became very passionate about my freedoms.
makes sense. Well,
Yeah.
we reached a point where you can promote and market what you have coming up. Floor is yours.
All right. So what I'm doing is a few things. I've got a 90-day reset. So this is a foundational wellness, and it's 90 days to add what your body needs. That's the first month. We add a bunch of nutrients and vitamins and minerals to your body that you need. Then we cleanse it. And why we do the cleanse, and a lot of detoxes do they just detox. And why we do the detox second in the second month is because sometimes our bodies don't have everything that we need to detox to help eliminate. So that's why our first month is rejuvenate, get the nutrients in there. Second month is then detoxing. And then the third month is building you back up.
Okay,
The 90-day rinse set is so simple. It's two things: get enough of the right stuff and eliminate the wrong stuff.
makes sense.
Yeah. So that's the first one, is the 90-day reset. I think I have that. No, I don't have my book here. I was hoping I had my book here.
Mm-hmm.
The She Thrives book. Oh,
Okay.
I think I do. I kind of want to promote that one. Okay, I have it. So this is
Okay.
the She Thrives book. It
Nice.
is on Amazon, so you can just go. I could probably. I do have a link. I can't find it right now, but as soon as I find it, I will get it to you so you can put it on. So yes, it's 22 stories of navigating the health, hormones, and healing,
Okay.
and it's just about women who are thriving, right? So I kind of want to promote that one, and it's a good read, ladies. Good read. Um, and then I am starting a podcast with my friend Rebecca.
Nice.
We're going to be doing a podcast called Messy Me,
Okay.
because I've had this idea that, you know, a lot of the podcasts out there and a lot of the things people do are polished. Sorry, this episode isn't polished. I'm on it, so it is a little messy. Sorry.
Okay.
But that's the thing, is we need to talk about the messy things,
Yeah.
right? Like, I mean, we need to talk about the crappy part of divorce. We need to talk about the crappy part of a relationship, and and not only the crappy part. Like, I mean, that's the relatable part, is the crappy part, because we've all gone through it.
Yeah.
But it's how have others gone through their crap, right? Like this. How have you gone through it? That's why you write a book. That's why you do these
Fine.
podcasts. That's why you do, right? It's because it's those little nuggets that,
Yeah.
oh, you did that, and your husband, like, you did that and your kids listened. Wow. You did that and you got a promotion, you know? You have your own business and it's successful, right? So it's going through the mess, but it's also getting to the other side, right? And not saying we got to the other side and we ain't messy still. Remember that wheel. That wheel is always never right. It's
That's
our
true.
physical. Our physical may be good, but our financial sucks. Or our physical is good and our financial sucks. So we're always working on, whether that's our occupation, our emotional, or spiritual, or environment, whatever it is, we're always working on something. So something's always messy in your life.
Yeah, you're right. We don't put all that and unpack it, put it on the table.
Exactly. So that's what we're going to start. We're going to start it November 11th.
Okay.
So Remembrance Day. And don't know exactly where it's all going to be yet because I've wanted to do this podcast for a while. But we'll probably put it on YouTube and I don't know, maybe Facebook. I don't know exactly, but it's going to be out there. And I'll put something out there to, promote it. But we just talked about it today. So give me a minute.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
You stepped out there.
Yeah. And remember, I said at the beginning, and I don't think it was being recorded yet, I said, I just fly by the seat of my pants.
Yeah, you did.
So that was definitely one of them. Flying by the seat of my pants. Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to check the show out.
Yeah, it's just gonna be sitting with having coffee and chit chatting like this kind of.
Mm-hmm.
And then so there's kind of another thing that I'm doing. I'm very, very excited about it. And I am moving from Canada to Mexico.
Okay. Nice.
And I want y'all to follow my journey because I'm going to be making a retreat center sanctuary down in Mexico. And I'm going to get a bunch of therapists and practitioners and holistic practitioners to come down and do their thing because I believe it's needed.
That sounds like fun.
Yeah. So that's kind of the three big things that I got going on.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else before we move on? Make sure you get it all out there.
No, those are definitely the three big things that I got going on. I'm going to be creating my website's going to be created. I haven't got that yet, so
Okay.
just find me on Facebook. My name is like that, so just find me there, connect with me there.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll put that on screen right now while we're talking. So, what has been your biggest challenge in your journey?
So, biggest challenge is the inches between here. Right here. The inches in here. It is imposter syndrome. I'm not good enough syndrome. I don't have enough credentials syndrome. I don't, I don't know anybody syndrome. I can't start my own business. I can't author a book. It's main thing is here. It's the self-talk in my brain that has held me back the most, right?
Okay.
That and procrastination. Oh Lord, that oh, I got to get this done, but I got to kind of go on, you kind of got to post on Facebook or you got to do something on Facebook and then you get lost in the Facebook world for a while.
Yeah.
Anybody ever gotten lost in the Facebook world or those
Yeah. The video reels.
those scrolling video game world, and you just, I'm just going to go on for a little bit and then like 4 hours later you're like,
Yeah.
what the heck?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
It's not that I don't have the resources. Like, I mean, you can find out how to start a business. You can find out how to move. You can find out anything these days on the internet
Okay.
and how to do them. It's your self-talk and disciplining yourself enough to be able to focus.
Okay.
Yep.
Makes
That's
sense.
been the biggest challenges on my world.
Now, in your words, what has been your impact in the community?
I haven't really seen it yet.
Okay.
Although I do these little videos, and they're not always consistent, but I do these videos called Thoughts on Dog Walks.
Okay.
Seat of my pants, just so you know.
Gotcha.
And there have been, and then I took a little break. I was going through some stuff, and I took a little break, and a few people out in the community were like, "Hey, where's your thoughts on dog walks? I really enjoyed them."
Okay.
So it's the I don't feel like I'm saying worth a hill of beans stuff, that I'm just randomly spewing my mouth off, sometimes.
Okay.
And but people hear it. It's those little nuggets, right? It's that you said something and they're like, wow, and then they come back for a little bit more and then when you don't do it for a while, they notice.
You ain't
Where
lying.
you been? Where you been? I
Yep.
missed your thoughts on dog walks, right? I missed your little videos,
This is true.
So yeah, the big impact that I, envision seeing, saving the world,
Okay.
I'll never know. I'll never know about what that may be. But if I can impact one woman who says, wow, that book was amazing, or
Okay.
your thoughts on dog walks was like incredible, or hey, I saw you on, the middle ground,
Mm-hmm.
and something you said helped me write a book, start a business,
Mm-hmm.
get healthier, whatever, right?
Yeah,
It's just those little things. The impacts you may never know,
that is true.
but take the ones that you get. I'm taking the ones that I get. I heard you guys. Yes, thoughts on dog walks. I'm getting
It's about the dog walks.
messy me, man. Messy me.
Now, for that Yoda game, who made you very comfortable, relaxed, what advice do you have for someone trying to find their purpose?
So I'm gonna go back to my ikigai thing.
Okay.
No, it's like I can't. Yeah, no, you can't see it, but it's your whole reason for being. So your reason for being is in the middle. And at the top, it's figuring out what you love to do. You've got your passion and your mission.
Mm-hmm.
And then what are you good at? Figure out what you're good at, your passion and your profession. Now, sometimes you're in a profession where you don't like it at all. Be bold. Go out and find something you love and go do it. Right?
Yeah.
Then on the other side is what the world needs, because we all want to do something for the world. Right? So what does the world need that you see? Right? Your mission and your vocation. And then I have a friend who is very hard for her to ask for money. And it's what you can be paid for, what you can be paid for, right? And a lot of it is this intellectual real estate we have in our head. We can get paid for that, right? And so that's like, what do you love to do, and what can you get paid for in that you love, right? And getting paid, look at it like this: it's energy. It's energy flow. You've done something good for somebody, they want to give you money or things or barter or whatever, and if you don't take it, you splice that, and then there's just one. And so then you can't go anywhere, right? So always be able to take payment for your services, whatever that is, right? So what is your reason for being? What do you love? What are you good at? What the world needs, and what you can get paid for doing the things that you love.
That's some great advice.
Yeah.
Now, this is your first time middle ground. How did you enjoy your experience?
Oh, sorry. Say that again.
This being your first time in the middle ground, how did you enjoy your experience?
Oh my gosh. It's fun, right? And you know what? If life isn't fun, why the heck are we doing it?
It's true.
You know? Let's go out and have some fun.
That is true.
You know? And a lot of times that fun is on the other side of your comfort zone.
That is true. You gotta get out of that, figure out all you can be.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot in us, but we do be, nope, I ain't doing that. I'll stay over here.
Right.
And it might be very awesome over there if you try.
Yeah. Maybe your fun is going out dancing or dancing at your house.
True.
Whatever that is. Maybe your fun is reading a book. Maybe your fun is going to the beach. Maybe your fun is walking your dogs, right?
Mm-hmm.
Go find that fun. Go find that fun, right? Go find the people that you can go have fun with. Go find the animals if that's what you're, go have fun.
That is true. That's a great word to leave it with.
You bet.
I want to thank Freedom Wellness Advocate, Aromatherapist, speaker, 2-time best-selling author, and Empowered Living Academy owner, Audree Link, for sharing her story of it. Motivate someone to figure out what they should be doing and go have fun doing it, as she said. We'll be back again next week with another great guest. Be a rerun tomorrow. And I hope everybody have a great weekend. Till next time, everybody.
See you around.
Thanks for tuning in to Middle Ground with JLE. Hope you enjoyed the show. If you want to buy my products, go to Amazon.com for my books or my music. Like, subscribe to my YouTube channel, Middle Ground with JLE. And more to come. See you next time.
to the D, baby. 3, 1,